Als nächsten Sprecher möchte ich vorstellen.
I'm now happy to introduce the next speaker to you. It's Karl Bär from the youth organization of the Green Party. And I'm very excited to hear what he has to say about the political discussion within the Green Party concerning basic income. Maybe he can also tell us what happens in other youth organizations concerning the basic income. So, you have the floor.
Hallo. Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren,
ladies and gentlemen, dear scientists, dear activists for basic income, dear members of the parliament, very happy to see that so many of you came here today to talk about basic income. I'm very happy to go here and ride my bike to pass the woods, the monoculture woods, etc. And it's a congress where we will be asked to think about a topic. So it's great to be here. I'm spokesman of the Green Youth, the youth organization of the Green Party. We have 9,000 members. So I represent the young and well-educated generation, the progressive young people. Our association has been supporting basic income for years now. Without the means testing, everyone should have a basic income, not just social security, no, a basic income to assure participation in society. Okay, I'll slow down a bit. Such an unconditional basic income is more just a form of redistribution or caring for the poor. No, it goes deeper and it gets us to the role of work in people's life. We have to consider what political or societal developments should look like. This is why we expect more from the basic income than from Robin Hood. It can be ecological transformation of our economics. It reminds me of another congress, the World Car-Free Network that was in Istanbul. They wanted to get the cars out of the city, so it's very nice, and the style of the congress is even similar. So to me it's like a flashback, so much on the ecological side. Well, when we talk about basic income, we need to talk about relieving people. They just have one life, so it has to be life of dignity. How do I fill my fridge? That's a very important question. So it could be one component of a society in which everyone can develop. And it's not the only component, as I said. So sexism, for example, it doesn't exist only because men are afraid to be degraded economically. We, as a movement for basic income, we follow a tradition of trade unions. We focus on work, but sometimes there are contradictions, and of course the traditions are characterizing of our society. They will not disappear. The basic income as such can have different effects on gender equalities and inequalities.
I should try to talk in English. So we need to take feminist ideas into account.
Also müssen wir auch
feministische Ideen can be plus of individual.
So das individuelle.
Now I have to translate it myself. It's difficult. You have good translation. Thank you. Oh. Am Ende müsste das
So, at the end, basic income should give people the right to develop themselves. It shouldn't just focus on private life, because the idea of basic income is really triggering new ideas, and it's very great to have long and in-depth discussions about it. So we, the youth organization of the Green Party, in 2009, we had many demands from the government. We went out to to the road and we said, we want basic income. Well, if you proceed like this, then you can't really talk about fees for your studies. You always need to focus then on the basic income, and this is great. Nobody, we heard, would go to work then. And then we asked them, well, what would you do? And the ones who said they wouldn't go to work, they said, well, I would, but the other ones, they wouldn't go to work. So this brings us to the focus of things. People think about it, they consider it, and this allows us to make progress. But we won't have that type of discussion here, and rightly so, because we don't just want to tell us how great we are. No, we want to find pathways for basic income. We are close to the Green Party, our organization, so we need to talk about visionary demands. Can we address them to someone? Can we have a concrete political argument? Can we really support the party which supports us? So in the end, we do the last thing, and we can put basic income on like glasses to really judge different things. Taking a look at the current debate about receiving a pension but still being poor in Germany, one question within this debate is, when we have the additional top-ups to the pension and solidarity pension, etc., how do we want to pay out family leave, for example, or childcare benefits? So it's about labor, whether labor is the only access to participation in society when you are old. Then it's about work. Is work caring for children? Is that the same work as driving a forklifter or being an accountant? So it's about women who took care of children for 25 years. Now, will they be able to overcome the same obstacles just as if they had worked? So obstacles, this is very important. It's a very individual topic, and when we put on the glasses of basic income, then we can judge these obstacles. So whether we are successful is not a question of saying yes or no to basic income. No, we need to win over in many debates, and we need to be successful in these debates. We need to touch on these topics already. The components of a social state and also of reforms can be compatible with basic income, for example, for children, or maybe a guaranteed pension of old age, or something like the unemployment benefit, Hartz IV. Maybe I should explain Hartz IV. This is the unemployment benefit system in Germany. This is a very non-democratic system. People get this unemployment benefit. They are forced to take on work, but still they are not paid very well. And unfortunately, I have to admit that my party was involved when it was introduced. Well, now we have Hartz IV in Germany. We are discussing it, have been discussing it in the past, and this really shows us that it will still take a long time for us to have success in these debates. So if you want to change something, you need to be able to make a compromise, to make experiments. You might end up in a dead end. This is why experiments are not enough. No, you need to convince as many people as possible. We need to have this social Darwinism, and this should be deleted with no alternative in this society. And we need to discuss how we see human beings, and this discussion can also then strengthen our discussion on basic income. It's a tough program we are challenged with, so we have many debates and then short breaks. I'm looking forward to it.